It's a very touching story, Mr. Robbins.
It's the truth.
Really? All of it?
Yes.
Well, there is this curious difference of opinion as to whether you actually made love or not. That's odd, isn't it?
We did make love.
But Mrs. Lee says you didn't. Can you explain that?
No.
No. I take it you love her.
Yes.
And your previous silence was a gallant and chivalrous sacrifice in order to protect her so that she should not be implicated in the suffer at the hands of her vengeful husband.
Something like that.
But why, in that case, did you not reply to the indictment?
What?
Well, as I've said, I can understand your reasons for not wishing to mention your alibi in order to protect Mrs. Lee. You were telegraphing to her, were you not? You were saying, in effect, I love you so much, look at the sacrifice I am making in order to protect you. A bit of the martyr complex about it, wouldn't you say, Mr. Robbins? A bit of the theatrical?
I don't understand.
But why refuse to reply to the charges at all? Why not just say, not guilty?
I don't recognize the court.
Then why are you answering me now? What has made you change your mind, Mr. Robbins? Is it because Mrs. Lee has destroyed your alibi? Or is it because she has said you could not, I beg your pardon, did not make love to her?
I could. I could.
Ah, yes. Tell me, Mr. Robbins, was this your first affair?
What?
With Mrs. Lee, your first affair?
Yes.
You're not an experienced lover, then?
I am experienced.
Really, huh?
My lord, this is cruel and unnecessary. It has nothing to do with whether the defendant was on the heath that night or not.
It is my contention, my lord, that this young man is a liar. I am entitled to test that.
Very well.
I'm obliged, my lord. Mr. Robbins, when was the first time you slept with Mrs. Lee?
I don't remember. It was 2 years ago.
You don't remember? That's not very complimentary, is it?
Look, it's very private and I don't want to discuss
Oh, come
it
now,
at all.
you've never slept with her at all, have you?
Of course
you
I
have
have.
the most intense relationship, I grant you that, but you've never been to bed with her in your life. There's no shame in admitting it. There's nothing wrong. Yes?
I love her.
Don't doubt that you love her. No one doubts that you have the most deep and sincere and true love for her and that you want to marry her. That is most honourable and most responsible, but you've never slept together, have you? And in your row, she taunted you with this.
Yes.
She said if you were a man, you'd have done something about it.
Not like that.
Or something like that.
Yes.
She was cruel to you. She was cruel and bitchy. After your 2 faithful years of love, after you had protected her and cared for her, she actually taunted you with not sleeping with her.
I hated her. I wanted to hurt her. I said that she didn't excite me because she was too old.
And she said,
I bet you couldn't even make it with someone your own age.
you drove out to the heath and attempted to prove that you could. You were hysterical. You were not in control of yourself, but that is what she drove you to, isn't it? It was her fault.
Yes.
Yes. Now, let us come to the details.